And if you feel like Auburn gonna be in there, feel free to say so. But
I mean, Alabama. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I mean, come on. I mean, let's be honest right now.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want me to be completely
honest,
like Alabama's gonna be in the national championship game. Go ahead.
So talking about the East.
Yeah.
Oh, out the East. No, I mean Georgia has the best team. I mean, I don't. Florida got.
I don't believe in Dan Mullen anymore.
Man, that was their luckiest season Dan Mullen had,
Dan Mullen
and they still finished with 4 losses.
Oh God, Dan Mullen's just like, I just want to just do
He's
offense. I don't want to have no defense.
Shot Ty Graham. Georgia fans know that name. But nah, like Dan Mullen in Florida, I mean, they starting over with a new quarterback. They're gonna have Emory Jones out there. I really don't think they're gonna be able to duplicate what they did.
They don't got no goddamn. They don't got Pitts. They don't got him.
Yeah, so Pitts is
They don't got Tony.
Yeah, and then they don't really have a legit run game. So
no, so yeah. Florida, they get exposed this season. Honestly, they get 7 to 8 games, to be honest with you, for me. But the way I feel, Alabama come out the West, East Georgia. I feel like you got honestly get Georgia to be the champions, to win it all.
Oh,
not the SEC.
My boy.
I hate saying that as an Auburn fan.
Say it with your chest, cuz. Say it with your chest.
To be unbiased, I think Georgia finally win it, and they come out as SEC champs.
Okay.
Because I feel like Bryce Young ended up in that game that he makes some mistakes he shouldn't make, and within that game, Georgia capitalized as far as in defense and offense, and they win that game probably about 7 to 10 points.
You seem like you about to say some disrespectful shit.
Do not get anything twisted. All right. Auburn can win.
They can.
I have to see what product Harsin puts out.
I believe more in second and third
year. See the product that Harsin puts out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just going off of premeditation, we're gonna have to go with Alabama because anything else would be stupid.
About asinine, to say the least. But
I'm just saying.
Okay, so y'all ready for the asinine statement then?
Go ahead, BA. Go and hit us with it.
I mean, I got Georgia come out of the East for sure. Unbiased, because I mean, the East really is kind of.
I just don't believe in Dan Mullen anymore. So it's like if you go against Georgia, you just.
I mean, and
you
Dan Mullen, I don't trust Dan Mullen. South Carolina got a new coach. Tennessee got a new coach. Vanderbilt is Vanderbilt. I mean, Missouri is Missouri. Like the East is kind of weak.
Missouri be better, but they ain't gonna.
Nah, they ain't about to do nothing. But coming out the West, I got Texas A&M coming out the West. The only reason is Jimbo Fisher. Like I said, he's building a defense out there at Texas A&M. They have an offense, and Alabama's gonna be breaking in a freshman quarterback who's like 5'8". Like,
ain't he that tall?
I don't think he's that tall. Like, dude is small. Bryce Young, I don't think Bryce Young is gonna be what Alabama fans are used to at quarterback. So I think that's gonna be the reason that they slip. Like, so I got Texas A&M.
He's 6 feet.
Google listed at 6 feet.
So about probably 5'11", give or take.
So that's the reason I think they slip this year. I think Alabama slips. I think Texas A&M capitalizes. We play Texas A&M in the SEC championship game and we get a dub.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Today, right now, I believe Alabama will win. But Brian Harsin is our coach, and he is not Gus Malzahn. And all of that alone,
I believe he would go above what people expect him to be. But I don't think he will go to the SEC championship.
Not year one.
Year 2 or year 3? Yes, definitely.
That ain't even how Auburn coaches work, son.
Nigga, this a new culture. This a new thing.
No.
I know how Auburn works.
You know, okay. So we got to stick to that tradition, and we gonna stick to it. Now, I think in all reason, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
But I thought.
But
that
you just
too.
going
I
based off
thought,
of
I thought that too with
previous experience. Yeah. Nah,
And
fair.
that's my thing. So
That's
like,
fair.
I do think I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna put $100 on Auburn going to. I'm gonna put $100 on Auburn
Going to the.
winning the national championship.
He did.
I would like for y'all to give me $10,000 as soon as it happens. If it happens, it probably won't.
Wow.
But if it were to, it's just $100.
What you say? Alcohol abuse? What?
Alcohol
It's
abuse
just
is real, y'all.
$100.
It is real.
It's
Drunk,
just
it is a disease that
$100.
is plaguing America.
This man here said that.
It's just $100.
That you gonna put on.
He is plaguing America. Don't let this man plague y'all.
Auburn going to the national championship. Cause I believe, bruh. Look.
Bruh, I
My
don't want you to
reasoning.
lose
This is
your
my
mind.
reasoning now. This is my reasoning.
Bro,
My
my
reason-
down something else. I don't want you to lose your money. Like you, my brother. I didn't know you since
It's
fifth
only
grade.
It's just
bro.
$100.
Bro, I don't want you wasting that money. Like
We know you rich, bro. You can drop
I
it.
ain't, nigga. Shut up.
Bro, we know you rich.
I'm
It's
not-
okay.
I'm not that rich.
The watchtowers have benefited
I'm
from
not that
his
rich.
earnings.
All I'm saying
Nonetheless.
is that I'm gonna put $100 down on Auburn making the national championship game.
Okay. Oh God.
But
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it
Hold on,
here first.
bro, hold on. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's a pattern. We fired Tommy Tuberville.
We
I mean,
heard
Gus
you.
Malzahn.
We heard you.
We
We
heard
heard
you.
you earlier. We know the pattern.
We won the national championship when we hired Gene Chizik. Then we fired Gene Chizik, and then we hired Gus Malzahn, who was the offensive coordinator. We made the national championship game.
shout out to this.
Something's in the works, bro. Something's.
I mean, the plane is magic in the planes, but bro, y'all gonna have to
You damn right it's magic in the
y'all
game.
gonna have to pull a damn whole rabbit out y'all ass for some shit like that
Bruh.
to happen. Like, bro,
All I'm saying is that if we look at this shit
I say
a
we-
year from now, I'm gonna be a rich man. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about
We
y'all.
make the
And I ain't talking
playoffs.
about the 10,000. I'm talking about the publicity for me being correct.
The
Like, I don't know about y'all. Nah, I know about cousin. Cousin my nigga. But I don't know about you, BA. I don't know if I'm gonna let you in on the rich.
Dang, bro, I didn't know you since the fifth grade. You gonna
It's
do
a
it?
bold. It's a bold. It's a bold.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that works.
I think we make the playoffs just because we miss it. So my thing is, like you said, Texas A&M make it, but they lose, and we a 2-loss or 1-loss team,
So y'all gonna get
and it be like, well, shit. Why? I mean, get Auburn up in here, and then that opens the possibility for us to play the team who's first seed, we fourth seed.
Mm.
That's how I see. If we make the playoff, that's how I see us making it.
Okay. So, question: who do you got going to the playoffs? Just it's
Clemson, Oklahoma,
The
and
usual,
two SEC teams.
the usual suspects, which is
So-
usually two SEC teams.
Auburn, and even if Texas A&M is maybe undefeated or 1 loss, Texas A&M or Georgia. 2 SEC teams, and then you got Oklahoma and you got Clemson.
So
Because
Ohio
Clemson
State-
play this little ugly ass schedule where they play one of good 2 teams maybe in the season, but they skate through.
Yeah. Okay, so I got
And I like their quarterback too because I saw him last year. So they gonna get in there. Even if they 4th seed, they get in there.
the Ohio State, and I'm gonna go with.
So you think Ohio State bounces back and say,
I mean, only because they recruit quarterbacks like on the same ability as Alabama. Like Ohio State gets quarterbacks in there, so I'm going Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, and I'm gonna go surprise team. Pac-12 finally makes the playoffs. I'm going with Mario Cristobal and the Fighting Ducks of Oregon.
oh God? I mean, I think they're close. So
I think they so close. Like
for the Ducks, and I'm gonna say this for the Ducks in Ohio State, I feel like they like 5-6.
Mm.
They just edge out the playoffs, but they 5-6, 7. Like they
right there.
they can make an argument for why they should be in the playoffs, but just off of because I can see Oklahoma doing this whole thing, they could lose to Ohio State, which I mean Ohio State is not a bad team at this point due to their coach and what they're building. but they will be favored in that game, and it may be a game. I don't know how they schedule set up, but they may be home that game. But nonetheless, it's a game they should win. So I feel like the committee will look off of that. And then Oregon Ducks, you start to look at, okay, strength of schedule. And you start to look at, that's how the whole SEC, that's why I have the SEC 2 teams, because you start looking at the strength of schedule. Maybe, I think, their conference starts to kind of fall off as far as in competition.
Right.
So even if they lose a game, you be like, really, y'all should have went undefeated.
Right, because, I mean, the only real competition out there for real is what
USC, I mean,
what Arizona State sometimes.
Arizona State kind of like that mid-tier, 8-9 kind of, win type of team. But that's my thing.
Washington, yeah. So, I mean, they really ain't got no competition out there. Clemson, I mean, they started off the season with Georgia, and they got a tough game maybe with Miami, but that's about it.
And see, the thing that favors them is they start off kind of so high. Right. It's just like,
so even if they slip,
like I said, really the most of the time is due to injury. So if they slip, they win a close game, and they lose a close game. If it's like at Syracuse or whatever the case may be, they still in that conversation, and they still hop over that type. They hop over that Pac-12 team.
Right. And then I mean Georgia, we already talked about that.
SEC, you get in that competition regardless.
And then Ohio State, I mean, they really ain't got no competition in the Big 12 besides
But I want to say this is the year Ohio State misses out.
I mean, I can definitely see that because I don't even know what their starting quarterback is right now. I
don't either.
I think it's gonna be like C.J. Stroud. And he's gonna be like a redshirt freshman or something like that. So, I mean, Big Ten really ain't. I mean, maybe Wisconsin, maybe John Harbaugh gets together at Michigan, but I doubt it. Like, he needs to be fired.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
John Harbaugh, and I think they gave him an extension. So,
yeah, they gave him that.
Nonetheless, I think John Harbaugh, he gets him to about 9 wins. I mean, he improves a little, but like I said, I think this is the season. Ohio State, they missed out, but they shouldn't miss out because they're gonna maybe it's gonna be that type of game against Northwestern, because they always play Northwestern hard for some reason.
Right, Northwestern play them boys too.
Northwestern win by 3. They win by a touchdown. So this the year. Like I said, they went out and we get 2 SEC teams up in there, because that team, the SEC team who comes in there, they may be undefeated or they may be 1 loss compared to the other 2 lost teams who are like outside looking in. It's like, damn, how can you count them out when they went to the championship though?
Right.
So that's what I think. But as far as in the SEC, the playoffs, we gonna wrap it up with that, y'all. We truly appreciate y'all watching. We had my boy Denzel here. We had our co-host here, BA. Please, I will link his podcast in the description below. Like I always say, just don't pray for the blessing, be the blessing. But we're gonna wrap it up here, y'all. Feel free to like it up, subscribe, do everything you gotta do to support this. And we're gonna be back with some more hot takes.
Shout out to Brian Hartman.
Shout out to Brian Hartman.
Shout out to him.
Figure than most niggas and coach niggas. You on that flow and hit no free throws, nigga.